Hello, is the mic working? I don't know. It's on. Okay, it should be working now. As for the camera, I don't know if I'll put it on just yet. I don't really feel like having it on right now. Just feel like playing the game. I figured I was gonna just throw my rank away and just play decks, so I was like, whatever, I might as well stream it. Just making sure like nothing's like too terrible. Is there anything the matter with my voice that you can immediately tell? Or anything in general, like sound or anything? It should be good. I'm just making sure. But why though? Alright. Jugs hit one of these dudes. Alright, Jugs. I don't remember if this deck list is correct. I think I wanted to do something different to it, but I don't remember what it was. So we're just gonna have to tolerate it not being perfect right now. I want you killing this dude. Do this. This should maximize the potential to like kill something. Let's see. He volcanoes next turn. This is what, 10? I mean, like he basically can't volcano. I mean, he could trade a volcano. I guess that's fine then, right? We'll pass turn. No point in bumping right now, I don't think. Thanks for letting me know. I'm gonna get some music up here in a second. Just trying to work through it. I'm also gonna pull up chat on my laptop. Did he bounce to his hand? It's definitely this, right? It just killed too many things. Like, I'd love to save it for the equality consecrate play, but it just did too much that turn. Wow, wow, wow! Just killed every single fucking creature. If one of those creatures survived, we were definitely winning because we would have the blessing and the might on the one creature that didn't get frozen, and then that would like really carry it through. He should trade in here. That freeze doesn't matter. I don't think I was swinging this turn anyway. Oh, these terrible draw. Play that. It's definitely designed for the road deck, you know? Yeah, we probably lost at this point. Well, that's a good draw. What was I gonna say? It's designed for the road deck. I don't know exactly what it does. Right now, it is bad, for sure. But I don't know if it's going to be unplayably bad. Already? did he do that? I could lose now if I drew like a consecration, but I don't have a second one in my deck. I should probably put a second one in here. Yeah, if I had a consecration. Yeah, whatever. Quality. I think it's not worth it too, quality. Yeah, what's quality? Way you can't get through. This guy does no damage. It's possible to still win, but if this doesn't work, it's just game over. What I'd really like in this deck is another variant of charge, but I cut the charge guy for another Divine Favor, which very clearly we do need Divine Favor as a 2-of, which is a big reason why I don't want to cut the Leroy. Look how good this is. So,
for justice.
Like almost lethal.
Unwise.
Dude, you're unwise. Yeah, if we saw Favor or Call to Arms or something, we were definitely winning this game. But we lost, sadly. Oh, you fucking pussy. Battle Cry would be broken. You would play Hemet, destroy your deck as Druid, and then you'd just win. It'd be too powerful, Leo, if it was Battle Cry. So just making a fun card, Death Rattle is the way to go, to be completely honest.
For justice.
Well, we're done in this game. I'm wasting so much time playing this guy.
The victory is yours.
Alright. So let's adjust the deck. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the tree drop weapon. That's what I think I'm going to do. It has the least amount of synergy with my deck. Wish this thing still had charge. I'd run that in a heartbeat. The only way we like win games is if we like roll on them. Like, this is not the ideal rolling scenario. This is like decent. I don't mind this, but alright, so what do we need? We need charge and we need consecration. So deckhand's decent. But we don't want to pull him off Call to Arms, right? So maybe we don't play him. I don't think we need Lifesteal. I just want to play this guy. This guy is so good. But that means that we'd have to make our deck weaker against aggro. The best bet I can say It's like we need the Dire Moles and the Righteous Protectors. Hold on, let me turn on Nightbot. I'm not gonna like fuck with like the normal playlist right now. There has to be no minions on board as well. Or yeah, I know. Oh wait, like on your side of the board or their side of the board? It's tough. I should have looked at this a little bit more before I started streaming. So like, I for sure want to get rid of one Maul. It's just this consecration is like really proven to be like an issue. I think in order to beat aggro, we just have to rely on the consecration. Because that will beat Zoo. The reason I was running the weapons is I'm worried about Zoo. It's just really awkward because there's like no good 3-drops I can run, right? There's like nothing, right? Like Fledgling and the weapon are the only 2 cards. We tried them both, and they're both mediocre. Like, I'd honestly just rather skip that turn half the time. What if we just ran Stonehill Defender? Like, what if we just cut a Divine Favor? Why don't we just cut both Divine Favors and ran 2 Stonehills? Alright? Because if we're running the Consecrations and the Equalities, this means that our hand's going to be pretty full a lot of the time. I can see maybe running 1 Favor, but 2 is too much. So like 1 Favor, 2, 2, 2. Stonehill. Yeah, I like this. This seems decent. Yeah, let's try this variant. Stonehill will give us extra legs against aggro decks, and it will also let us find endgame tools against control. Yeah, I mean, like, you run that, the Rogue Legendary spell, and hem it, right? And then, like, you don't run anything else but, like, preps and backstabs and shadow steps and stuff like that, right?
I will fight with honor.
This whole hand's fine. No, it's definitely playable. Like, it's not unplayable bad. It's just, you have to meet a bunch of conditions. Let me get a Nightbot up and rolling before I continue the conversation. Guess I can get another. Oh great! Oh great! Oh great! Caliseth on 2. Wow, great at this game. Let's see. How about we go with this?
It's time for a little
Yeah, I'm liking Stonehill already. This variant of the deck seems okay. Let's keep playing him. Yeah, I guess that works. So, like, I don't want him to be able to play Fungalmancer next turn. So we're going to equality and trade. And I think we're just going to play a token here. Worst case, he plays Despicable Dreadlord next turn. But other than that, we're fine. Come on, Coquan. Oh, Jugs! Oh, my dude. This is still fun. He can't bust through this. I mean, even with Fungalmancer, you can't get through it, so. Looks like he's getting too. Could have kept this guy alive. Why did he make that trade? Does 2 jugglers ever make a difference? They ever play a juggler? No, that shouldn't matter. Let's go ahead and play Tareem. Great. We're definitely trading. I don't want to make another Fungalmancer really good.
Your magic shall not save you. For justice.
Cobalt Illusionist, it doesn't work. Well, yeah, it's not meant to be like, it's not meant to be cheated. It's meant to be cheated, but it's not meant to be like, it's not meant to be a combo card, Leo, where you just have Cobalt Illusionist, then you kill it off, and then like you win the game. That'd be too powerful. How many times did he get silenced by Tareem? Talking. What is that? Soulfire? Oh, he's just done playing with me. Lamau. Well, I'm not done playing with you. We're not throwing away our juggler. He's already played 2 Fungalmancers. There's very little punish to this. This place alive. What the fuck is that? Good lord. I don't know how correct that was. kind of fucking difficult play. I think we made it right though. Oh, we have Leroy. Rip. Could have also had Doomguard there, so it's not too big of a deal. The issue was that our Leroy got buffed with the Valnir, so we like lost a lot of Valnir power early on. The deck did alright against aggro, even though we didn't see any of our consecrations, which is like what carries that matchup. And USA is 0-2 in the global Hearthstone games. I mean, I don't really understand like what that even is, to be honest. NA has some of the best Hearthstone players recently. Not recently, but like in the past year. Like, NA's actually been producing some pretty good results. We'll keep the cold arms. Alright, let's see. Looks like he's due. I don't know if he trades into both of these. I can't imagine he would. I'd assume he'd play a taunt and like attack phase. Oh. I guess we are at the end of the month. Come on, Jugs. Yeah, this game's over. It's like there's no way he understands that like this is what my next best play is, or like that's gonna happen in my deck. Wow. Maybe there is hope. He tapped on turn 3. There's a lot of good 3-drops in his deck. The guy that heals and such. Chart Creepers. Hell, even this Tempo Happy Ghouls. I want this to be at 5 attack. Which means that even if he has a Fungomancer, it's not like as attractive of play. Looks like he has a Dreadlord. So then that means we trade. We'll save this. No, we want to draw a little bit more cards. Let me get my laptop real quick while this guy's taking forever to make a simple play. It's like, what else would it be, dude? We don't really have a good play here. It's like, this isn't good enough. Because then he just trades with 2 dudes and kills it with the Dreadlord trigger. It's almost this. So we kill this and we can set up for something in the future. I can play this and just like buff 2 of them. Yeah, like that. It's like, we're never going to get value out of our Blessing of Might, so might as well do that. He trades in. It's a terrible waste of resources, but we needed to see Consecration, which we just bumped up to 2. I don't know if running the weapon would have made the situation any better, but it's certainly a consideration. We'll try putting the weapon in after this and see if we can get better results. I still would like to run at least 1 Divine Favor. Let's try to think what we cut. That's like the big issue. It's a little late for Valnir. Yeah, I can't think of a way we win in the next few turns. Leroy's like basically doing nothing. Alright, so let's try cutting Leroy. It's only like a win more type card anyway. And we're going to make the deck a little bit better against beating aggro. Because I thought that like maybe just having Stonehill in the deck would be good enough to beat aggro. But it's just not the case. So we'll cut the Leroy. We'll make it less reliant on what our opponent's doing. Let's remove the draw element from the deck completely and see how that works. Maybe we can still run Consecration. I want the blessing so that we're better against control. But I'm just trying to like think critically, like what can I afford to win and lose against? I feel like I'm just missing a card. Like I'm just doing something wrong. Any ideas, Leo? So you keep coming back to this. Let's just try like this. Like I feel like it has to run favor the quality consecration, at least in some capacity. True silver? Yeah, true silver might be good. Means we'd have to cut a weapon of some variety. Because it's like charge, right? So that makes sense. Yeah, let's try. Maybe it's better than the, maybe it's better than this thing. Try this handout. I hate using the coin here, but this isn't going to answer this well enough. Alright. It was an okay play. I don't think we play this. We can play it next time with the favor. Or creature. Like, if he has Fan of Knives, I mean, it's whatever. Couldn't be anything important. Alright, in this particular spot, True Silver is worse than the 3-drop so far.
For justice.
Not by much, but it is worse. Yeah, it's not True Silver, because this is also bad against the Series thing that the Shamans run. It wasn't a bad idea. It actually sounded like the play, but it definitely isn't True Silver after I think about it. Nice. For Thug, I mean, yeah. I definitely, that's what I was thinking about. It wasn't necessarily Thug. I was thinking of the 4-drop 4/4 Fanglory guy. And I was also thinking of just generic 3-drops from Zoo when I'm trying to like line up my weapon against them. But the issue is that it costs 4 mana, and the 3 mana weapon's gonna have more of an impact than True Silver will. True Silver will do more direct damage, but I think the impact of just hitting the table is more important. But yeah, it does really make sense. So, like, if I wasn't running Valnir, I would run 2 True Silvers and 2 Rallying Blades. But I'm running Valnir, so I can't run 5 weapons. That's too many, you know? Where did he bounce? Oh, what does this play?
There once was a man from Gilneas.
So...
The light dims.
I honestly don't care about touching these. We're just gonna win just by hitting in the head.
Smart moves. I concede.
And it fills out our curve meter. Right now we have 4 drops, and we have 3 3-drops. If we had True Silver, we'd have 6 4-drops and 2 3-drops. So this is, mathematically, it's just better. In like multiple like scenarios. I don't know. I'd love to. I always get taught more. It's not even like about that. It has potential of being like more than just a 3-mana 2/2 weapon. Which that potential, like with Divine Shield, is ridiculous.
I will fight with honor.
We're keeping this in case he's like on road, because my deck's not very good against on road, but Stonehill kind of makes that better.
None will survive.
Get the card. You should play it. It should be Firefly.
The light protects me.
Oh damn. This curve. Doesn't get much better than this. Not weaponing? Oh, I see. Probably better. Whoa, what? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Poor guy. bump here. We almost have the field back. We just need to hit the juggler and a taunt or two off of the next call to arms, and we should be fine. Alternatively, we can bless the kings if he like goes with a greedy fundamental route. I'm not going to, since he's gonna actually clear my stuff off. Hey, what's up, Freeborn? When you ran 9 last time, you was kicking ass and taking names. I suggested 8. Wait, running. You talking about for the 1-drops? Yeah, I mean, I was doing well for the moment, but moments only last a while. And good to see you as well. I mean, I could cut, like, Dire Bowl, because getting that card's kind of underwhelming. And that would allow me to run another Consecration or something. We're trading into 2 to attack creatures, just so I can spread my threat base more and be able to distribute my damage more evenly. Hopefully doesn't have some crazy-ass play that takes advantage of the fact that I left his chain dug up. Looks like he doesn't. I just didn't want his other creatures getting buffed to the point where I had to deal with them, if that makes sense. So it's gonna be Juggler and Taunts, like, certainly. It might be this. Gotta look at what happens with this shit. That's this. Dude, shut the fuck up. The issue with this deck isn't, I think, the curve. The curve I've never had a problem with. The problem is that I just sometimes don't have the tools I need for the matchup. So finding what tools work the best in all matchups is the most difficult thing to figure out. Wowzers! Hold on, I gotta reset my Nightbot. It's not popping up on my OBS for some reason, like the current song is playing. Yeah, the Maul's definitely better than True Silver. True Silver is not far behind. If I ever get tired of running Chain Gang or something, and I don't want to run Valnir anymore, and I want to like run like a more burst-centric deck without Serenites and running like Corpse Taker or something to that extent, Then I would cut the Valnier and I'd put in True Silvers. Hell, even like Last Night makes sense, right? Because then I could cut like Valnier, Chain Gangs, I could run the True Silvers and the 2 Consecrations. But the Valnier is giving me a lot of potential in the control matchup, so I don't want to get rid of it. It's just too good of a card in that regard. But if I did decide to eventually cut Chain Gang and Valnier, that's the route I would go. I'd probably run Leroy as well. That's the alternative to the deck. It might actually work, but I think this variant is slightly better in a wider range of matchups.
The light protects me.
Righteous Protector. I think it's better than we play itself in here. We want to protect the Divine Shield on the Righteous Protector. I know giving a mana is like, oh my god, why are you giving him a mana? But in this case, I want to preserve the shield because of swipe. And it also helps play around Spreading Plague in the future. We could have buffed this guy, but odds are he's going to play Malfurion, and I don't want to burn Divine Shield on some generic talk. We're going to keep this token from going in. It's worse against Swipe, slightly, and it's worse against another Spreading if he chooses to go that route, but it's better for equality if he doesn't have a response, and that punishes me. I hope the new camera is cool, by the way. I'm not really trying to do the camera right now. It's easy to go if you get the Spreading Plague play. In which case, saving the token was better, I think. Oh, holy shit, it's Hadronox. What else? Innervate? What the fuck? How many taunts have died? Quite a few, actually. We gotta kill the Drake first. Somehow. Can't deal with everything. I thought I could. That was just a bad play. I thought I could get to Hadronox and kill it somehow. But I did the math wrong. For some reason, I was calculating it after the fact. Oh well. We should have just equality'd and traded on our guys. We shouldn't have buffed this. There's a lot of stuff that went wrong with that play. But I think it's just for me just not being, like, attuned to Hearthstone right now. Yeah, fun, right? Because Master Oakheart is the card people like playing against. That's weird. It's not big druid. If it is, then surprise me. It was so shitty. But I can't really talk considering my plays. Let's draw. Sorry, I had to make the play without explaining it. So essentially, we don't want this thing to die. I don't know why I hit it earlier. We don't want it to die because we want him to not get a dragon spawn. If we played creatures, he would just trade this in and he would get a dragon from his deck. Which may or may not matter because of Tareem, but in any case, I just didn't want to deal with it. We almost have all the pieces of Exodia. Right. Now we can kill this damn thing. But yeah, I hope that Blizzard has like a plan for the Druid card he just made. Good lord. I don't think we're dead, but we're certainly close. Exhilarating. Just swipe at any point in time, we're dead. Whatever creature you play shouldn't matter because it's Ream.
My thoughts are plagued.
That might matter.
For justice.
Alright, so if we trade and play 2 dudes, we have 9 plus 13, 16 damage, plus weapon, plus other weapon. Alright? So I want the other taunts, though. The reason I want the other taunt is because if he naturalizes my Tareem and I trade in the chain guys traded in, he's able to technically kill me with his hero power. Now the only way he can kill me is with flight.
A tangled web.
The trial to survive. I think the Warlock spell is what needed to be in the general collection to deal with the fucking cards that have been given to everybody. So unless Control Warlock is like tier 1 slot 1, you're still gonna see Hadronox and Shutterlock decks. I like where this is going.
My turn is not. For justice.
Alright, pray boys. Pray boys.
Masterful.
Darn. Yeah, but we made the right play with the taunts. I buffed it hoping that like something would change. We made the right play with the buffing the Chang'e with the Blessing Bites because the 3 damage wouldn't have mattered. We went to 4 life. Oh well. I want to draw fucking cards. How do I draw more cards? I have not cut a single 1-drop from this deck from the time I created it. I'm going to try cutting a 1-drop. It's not Righteous Protector. It has to be Mole, right? Let's cut a Blessing of Might. Yeah? Because it's more important that we have 1-drops and buff effects. And there's like not that many great targets. Like I buffed the Argent Squire, sure, whatever, but am I ever gonna buff it like more than once? And if I cut out Dire Bowl, then Blessing Might gets even worse. Let's just try it. I know, I mean the one mana legendary spell. I don't know, I don't have like an encyclopedic knowledge of all the cards coming out yet. I don't typically like playing Control Warlock. The only reason I liked Control Warlock this past expansion is because I liked Rin. I liked Rin and her effect. The decks I usually like to play are decks that include like the new Shaman card that like every time you play an overload spell you summon one once. I like generating like creatures. I don't like spells that much. But what does it do? I assume you're going to tell me what it's going to do. This is why we didn't play the Argent Squire. Oh, we didn't hit it? If you played the Argent Squire, you would have just hit it. He's going to just hit this, but... I really don't want to cut Blessing of Might. Like, it's so good at matchups like this. We should kill Reporter. If he kills this guy, we know something's up. We know something's up. Can I play around it though? I don't think I can. So fucking good at this game.
That was wild.
Draw 3, discard at the end of your turn. Like your whole hand. I don't understand. Ugh, this deck's so difficult to piece together. See. What's it called? Boom. Yay. Spoilers. Okay. And it's a new spell. Draw key cards, discard to the beginning of the turn. Isn't that kind of broken? That seems immensely powerful. This game's over. I'm just waiting to concede. If I ever traded you, Sarah, I'm just losing, so. Let's try a Valnir Changangless list. We lose a lot of sick combo material, but our deck just doesn't interact like that, so. And it's really debilitating us to run stuff like Changang. It's defensive for sure, and it keeps us alive, but maybe there's better stuff we can run. For instance, we get to run the True Silver now. Might even get to run this. We look if there's any other way we can heal. Light it up and take a puff, that's what's in the map. From the other Consecration. We have Max Draw. It's like I want it on this card. It's so good, but I don't know how to squeeze it in here. Yeah, I can't find a way to squeeze it in. It's honestly one of my favorite cards. For some reason, I just really like it. It's like a little machine. I love it. last piece I'm trying to figure out is how I'm going to squeeze into the Blessing of Might. Like maybe I cut them all. Let's cut them all. We're not missing any like really broken 4-drop, are we? Could run this. Hello. Yeah, try it like this. I know you're in a rush, but I'm judging you so hard right now. Huh?
I will
Okay.
fight with honor.
I thought about for a brief, not you, Austin. I've thought about for a brief moment about running the 2-drop Murloc that Death Rattle. It puts the spells you cast on it back into your hand. Well, maybe that might be
The
useful.
light protects me. I fight.
I don't want him to Earth Shock this.
I should meet you.
I fight.
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
The light dims. We fight.
Who you want me killing?
I fight.
I expect Lightning Storm here, but he may just Volcano this. Yeah, the artwork. I think like they definitely make this expansion a lot more vibrant than usual. And like vibrancy in the sense that I feel like it has a lot more character. But we'll see. I'm thinking just don't run weapons because I haven't played one. Knife juggler, chill, dude. Holy crap! Ace is the place, I suppose. Rogue's kind of easy to do. It's harder to give Shaman an identity. You know? missed the attack on the 1-1. Oh well. Hopefully that attack isn't biting us in the ass later on. It's like once I figured it out, I just wanted the turn to be over. Just chain gang. And a lot of these. I kind of want to like turn Steamboat into a fucking machine. With like Blessing of Might. It will help us be resilient to Volcano. We want to burn a consecration here. Alright, I think we play this and go face. I didn't need to shoot this. I don't understand why Blizzard tries so hard to push Minion Mage. It doesn't work. It's because they already printed so many cards for it. Why? What cards have they just made that makes Minion Mage more of a thing? You just gotta understand, Blizzard loves making archetypes in which the class isn't known for work. It's just like their fetish. trying to spread my threat base. Hex is very likely soon. That was the worst draw. I wanted to sink some true silver damage in on him. Or give my minions Divine Shield to protect them from Lightning Storm. Something. Good lord. Back to the drawing. We just can't beat that stupid fucking deck. It's so stupid. Like, it just does not lose any power for being greedy as shit. It's so frustrating. Alright, we're going back to an older variant of the list. It's very burst-focused lists. It runs fledglings and stuff like that. But, like, it was the only list that was able to beat Shaman. Not consistently, but, like, at least enough to where I was like, okay. Because now I just don't beat Shaman at all. There's another card we ran in Cadence with Rebuke. I can't remember what the fuck that was, though. Run like the heal shit in here. Did we even get anything? Hold on, let me finish this list off. I'm gonna copy it and see if we can make with the heal lock zoo stuff in here. put it on. For now. We get to run this. Oh, it might work. Get rid of the non-core stuff. Okay, this has got to be close to core. I think it's a little much. I've never seen that text before. I thought it was pretty funny. I don't think we need Voodoo Doctor. We lose, like, the burst turn of, like, Voodoo Doctor, Happy Ghoul, though, if we do that. And our creatures don't generally have a lot of health either, so, like, maybe we don't run this guy. Oh, no, it hits all of our stuff. We probably need to run him. So what does that mean? We need to run an alternate 2-drop? See the 2 drops we have then. Doesn't look bad on the surface. I just need to figure out a way to get this other 2-1 into the deck so that I can have the swing turn. The problem is that we don't damage ourselves, so we need to run the other weapon so we're able to damage ourselves more. This one. I'm trying to see if there's like a way that we can like injure ourselves. I don't think we can run this, but like this is a way we can do it. We can play this and just have the ability to heal ourselves. It's like a lot harder to do because we don't have like the imps that just kill us. Yeah, I don't think it'll work if we don't have like the imps that deal damage to ourselves. Then we'd have to run the 1-drop weapon essentially to get ourselves to take damage. It kind of works, but not really. It's not good enough, I think. How's my other deck at? Hey, what's up, Melon? Blackguard in Reno. Yeah. I was reading that bit too. That's pretty funny. I really like Blackguard. He's actually one of my favorite cards too in Paladin. It's really cool. I like that mechanic, but it's hard to pull off. I want to see if there's another way we can put this guy in. There's another heal mechanic that I'm missing. Kind of just want to try running this guy. GTD to run the 3-drop that heals all the people. Actually, a decent card. It's like a hybrid of the two. This would be a little more consistent without delving too deep into the heal strategy. So like we need Dire Mold because it has a lot of health so that we can heal it off of this guy. But how necessary is that? Yeah, I think it's fine. Before we lock in this deck and go on ladder and probably lose a bunch of games, so we check over all the stuff one more time. There's nothing I'm missing. Shit, we don't have the quality concentrate stuff in here. I mean, that's probably fine, right? Yeah, we probably lose if we don't have that stuff, actually. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We get to add in the equalities now. We need just one more spot for the consecration. Cut Cold Arms, I think. Nah, we need that card. Yeah, this is fine for now. I still want to find a way to squeeze this in, but I kind of just want to play it to list and see what I need to do to it. It's a very mediocre hand, but at least we have a 1-drop against Paladin. It's very important. I think I've fought this guy before.
None will survive. The light protects me.
Reporting for duty.
The light dims, but we fight. The light
Reporting
dims,
for duty.
but we fight.
I think we cut Happy Ghoul from the deck. We just keep the Enchanter in. Because the Enchanter's good. They don't have Consecration, so we're just going to lose to this deck. I haven't fought this deck in a while. I haven't even really considered it into my calculations. We have to kill these guys off. I'm going to send this face because I can't justify sending 4 damage into a token. Yeah, so we'll cut out the Happy Ghouls. We'll keep the Light Warden there, because it has potential of getting big off of a Fungal Enchanter play. Why is he coining then?
Reporting for duty.
The game's over. We don't have Consecration. We don't have, like, the tools to beat this guy.
The victory is yours.
Like, the only chance we had is if we drew, Call to Arms that turn. Get rid of Happy Ghoul. Back in. There was another card I wanted to change out too, but I can't remember what it was. I want to run the Glass Knight. We have like this guy now, so it seems decent. I want to find a way to run Loot Hoarder, but I don't see how I can make that happen. I just get to rely on Divine Favors, I guess. Just too slow. Happy Ghoul's like never gonna go off is the main issue.
Uther versus Rexa. Let the hunt begin. I will fight with honor.
Yeah, I guess this is fine. What does this do? We gotta play this guy. Adjust my interface real quick.
For justice.
What? Go juggler.
Reporting for duty.
What a guy.
The battle! The battle for justice!
No, not jugs. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see. Let's go face, right? Yeah. I bet jugs didn't come out like at least second, so that I had a chance of doing this. Alright, Jugs, hit one of these motherfuckers, please.
Ungoro belongs to the fight. For justice.
I don't know how him having that beast matters. I'm hitting him in the head. Left the dunk on you, Shinzan. Becky, let me smash.
Well fought. I can see.
Hello, Andrew. How are you doing this fine afternoon? We're trying to get to 2012. Just hit legend, Lamau. I'm not hitting legend with no fucking Shuttle Rock Shaman, I can tell you that much.
Uther versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine. I will fight with honor.
Yeah, dude. Hearthstone in 2012. Lamau. Hey, what's up, Tristan? What deck is this? I don't know, man. I'm kind of just playing whatever the fuck I want at this point.
We have turned our curse into our strength.
Skamaz, he's not fucking thingy. Dickhead Paladin. Yeah, that's what this deck is. Dickhead Paladin. There we go. Divine Shield. Ho ho.
In the light,
Let me get the Extraordinary, and then I'm gonna eat your ass.
Oh,
There we go.
For justice.
What the fuck is my music? Tim, your picture in the corner is staring me down like eyeballs, and it scares me. Oh, dude, here we go. This is what I was bored for.
For justice.
the light.
Yeah, the Monster Cat song is pretty hype. Yeah, the one that was just on. I put it on my Spotify playlist. I don't know, man. I was like, kind of like, maybe I should make a Spotify playlist, and then I see that, like, everything I'd find on Spotify couldn't even be put onto... Almost clean. It was a long shot, so it's my fault for hoping. Go ahead and hellfire me. Curtis is good for 4, by the way, Andrew. Just texted me. You remember when we used to... Remember when we used to play a version of Hearthstone that was like an actual card game? Yeah. The WoW TCG thing. It's a lot of fun. No equality? Fucking slurp my ass. What kind of fucking draw is this? I was gonna comment more on the TCG card game, but very clearly distracted right now. Okay, so we're gonna go face, we're gonna trade in here so that the file can't fuck me up. But yeah, I remember, it's a fun game. I like playing the dungeon mode more than like the one-on-one stuff though. And a guy here, not a guy here, but like a fan of that TCG card game actually came to Penn State during one of our tavern events. We brought the TCG and taught people how to play. So that was a good throwback. I had no idea how to play the game then, though. Like, there were a lot of mechanics I just did not remember and all that stuff like that. I could kind of teach people how to play. I remember that, like, the way that that game was set up is instead of gaining mana like you do in Hearthstone, it was like you had cards that were called quests, and they were your mana source. And if you didn't have quests, then you would play your like a Righteous Protector face down as a land. It's kind of hard to explain post fact, but it was fun. Shit.
The light dims,
But yeah, it was fun. The quests that you would play that were lands, like you would in Magic the Gathering, they allowed you to... They had an objective on there. If you completed that objective, you got to draw cards and give your creatures plus attack and stuff like that. But then after you completed them, they went face down like all the other cards that you had on your land stack. But they were called resources instead of lands. So it was like it was a very tactical game. I really did like it. You had heroes with hero powers as well. Light totals were similar. Some heroes had different higher and lower light totals. Like Uther would have like, I don't know, like 29 or 30 life because he's a healing class. But like a class like Hunter, he would probably have like 24 health since his deck was like more aggressive. Meeting out with people and being social, playing cards in 2018. Yeah, no chance. I missed that Magic 5v1 game type, kind of like the dungeon. Yeah, it was fun, but it was for a very specific era in the game. Like, it wouldn't work just, like, generically in, like, any era, in my opinion, at least. God, I'm kind of tired. I might take a nap before we do the second part of our stream tonight. Yeah, I like it, too. It's called Arch Enemy. I prefer playing it on the computer, actually. What? What does it even do? tapping next turn.
It's time for a little
It's so cool. What is it a picture of? Who is that? Is it just like mad scientist? Who are you, elusive creature?
Who you want me killed?
I'm gonna swing once. What the fuck not? So he doesn't have removal, right? All the 3 drops are like always removal. So he's just gonna be relying on taunts. Okay, I'm figuring it out. Hella interesting though. What? Oh. I want to get this online. Are you have to come pick me up? You should message Curtis and see if his parents are willing to grab you on the way here. They might actually be willing to do that. If you're actually Curtis's friend, that is. Lamau. If he really want me to, I can now. It's not an issue. I'm just lazy. Is there a 3-drop we even want right now? I can play this, right? Just draw a billion cards. How many cards on his hand? 7.
In the light's name.
I remember when I lost my mind. There's something so
justice.
about that place.
Who you want me killed?
Face the light.
Ooh, when you're out there. Playing Splinter Cell Convention with Kelsey, my god, it's not the same. Yeah, you definitely have to have a competent teammate with that game. Even though whenever we played, we kind of just killed everybody anyway. Uh-oh. Holy shit, this deck is so bad. I was like willing to like give it a chance, but like it's just bad. Yeah, we have lethal. Watch closely. I don't remember a ton about Splinter Cell Conviction. I remember the ending, which, spoiler alert for people who have not played, never mind. I won't even do it, because people might actually really like that ending for the game. I won't disclose. Or I'll just walk in the fucking rain. No, just like, I think Curtis's parents are like cool with like picking you up if you like ask them.
The light shall bring victory.
I will fight with
Feels kind of high schooly, but gets the job done, I guess. I don't know when we play this now. We have 2 Call to Arms.
Greetings.
justice demands
The light
retribution.
dim, but we fight.
Why did he say hello to me?
The light shall burn you.
Thank you.
What you gonna do? That's good with me.
For justice.
Bus breaker! Here it comes. Ready. Manos and insects. You should have even begun to thought you could build a board against me. Oh, no meddlesome insects? Scamoz. Dude, he has to be thinking about Call to Arms. Like, there's no other reason. Then he would just pass here? Dude, what a baller. I have to coin into it too, right? Nah, it's this. We're not playing this game. I ain't playing your game, SQL. Meddlesome insects. Yep. You done fucked up, A-Rock. Well, here. He was sandbagging that card super hard. Probably have to kill it though. Ooh. 7. Oh, we gotta play this. No jugglers are in her hand. I'm just gonna kill this guy.
For justice.
Alright, one more bullet. There we go. What? Uh-oh. Is there a spell he can cast off 6 mana that deals with this? Oh, GG. Out of my fucking office, pleb.
Well played.
He was very talkative. It wasn't like annoying talkative, it was playful talkative, so... He's cool. He's somebody's interested in see what the deck was doing. If it was high school, y'all would be coming to my place and we'd be ordering an immense amount of wings and playing Harry Potter on the PS1. Well, we can still do that, by the way.
I will fight with honor.
I don't think we can keep Call to Arms off the coin. You gotta like find one drops. It's a good card, but not good enough to like keep like. We need more pressure. So he's definitely Zoo. We'll throw this down soon. Unless he doesn't do anything. Now I know this seems to make more sense because I have this here, but I'm gonna get more value out of this than if I played this on turn 4 with the token. You should trade. This is Void Walker.
For justice. Reporting for duty.
Oh, that was actually a mistake. No light wardings blocks. I'm new to this deck. Say, what are we doing for dinner, by the way? Try to get Wings Over? I think Curtis would love Wings Over. For the nights. You can't see me right now. I'm breaking it down like Michael Jackson. It's so painful. Get the fuck out of my game, Fratzo. The item on my Steam wishlist is for sale. You're only making it worse. No! He has an answer to it. Ah, whack. Fuck me, dude. What a draw. Doug, I need you to stop it, please. Better trade. If I draw concentration, you dunzo. Alright, we need to see consecration next turn or we lose. But if we do draw consecration, we can actually win. Play Hunter. I don't have any good Hunter decks. All my Hunter decks suck. Hunter doesn't beat this. Control Hunter might, but I don't like Control Hunter that much. Which is odd because like every expansion up to this point, or the point before this rather, I've always tried to solve Control Hunter. But Control Hunters nowadays are just very like solved, right? Like you can't do anything to it, so it's just boring. And the only other archetype I'd want to play is like Aggro Hunter, but it's not better than Zoo or Odd Rogue. So like Aggro Hunter's just not good. Whereas like this has the capability of winning like games. Should weapon this down, I imagine. Odd Rogue is probably the best aggressive deck out right now. See if he wants to keep his Dire Mole alive. Move it to this. We have this as emergency precautions as well. We should trade here. Walking in, like, isn't developing a 3-drop better? Guess it doesn't matter. Alright, so these go face. Face. Well, hopefully we see a juggler off with this Cold Arms. Taunt is going to be absolutely essential to winning this game. Robot Golf is on sale. It's time. It's time. On Paladin. On Paladin is the most 50% win rate deck in this game. I played it to Legend last month too, so it's like I want to run. I usually run something new to Legend every month. That's like my thing. Or else I don't like. I'm like starved like mentally if I'm like playing the same thing. All right, give me something hot. I'll take it.
Put this apple on your head.
For justice.
But on Paladin is fun. Do you need like an on Paladin list, Tristan? Is that why you're asking me to play it? Or are you trying to learn how to play it?
The light protects me. The first wish is free.
The first wish is free. They're giving me sample platters? I have the play. You're not gonna like it though.
For justice.
Mathematically, if I wanted every juggler hit to matter with the maximum amount of success, I have to take the extra 3 damage there to guarantee its success. This is good. I just draw cards off Divine Favor now. I don't think it's actually a decent draw. Like, you don't have to kill this, but I am. I see me sitting on a Vile Spine. That is terrible for me. Means we have to pick Consecration next turn. Ah! Good night. Double conk.
This guy's toast.
What do we want? What do we want? Call to arms. Maul might be good. Yeah, it's fine. points. True silver. A lot of our draws are good, but a great deal more are bad. He's running this guy? I gotta trade both his guys to my glass knight, I'm pretty sure. Should be GG soon.
For justice.
He has to draw removal, which I don't know if Odd Road runs any. Building Hunter next. I don't like the play. Lamal, thanks. How are you so good at drawing the exact answer? I don't know. Destiny. I have a allotted Destiny pool each week. And I tap into that Destiny power to help make shit happen. I'll look at the hunter list that I have right now, and I'll try to format it to where what I would play if I wanted to like climb ladder. But it's I'm only gonna look at the aggro hunter list. The control hunter list, I don't know what's good or bad. I haven't seen control hunter in a while. The best kind of hunter you can play right now is the Death Rattle hunter, but it takes a bit to learn how to play, especially if you're not used to playing like decks, like combo decks like that. Wow, you're really doing this to me. My Destiny power now. Get with the White Warden. Alright, let's see. Yeah, this is what I like. Yeah, Trisha, this is what I'd run if I had to run Hunter. Like, maybe... No. This is just everything I'd run. This all makes sense to me. Maybe one more Unleash the Hounds in place of, like, something else. But other than Unleash the Hounds is the like, free card. If you want to run a Hunter deck that's, like, aggressive, this is what I would use. Just tell me why there's cards. So Hunter needs 1-drops, or else they lose the game. The ideal curve that you want to have every turn is a Beast on turn 1, and then Cackle Maw. So you run Snowflip or Penguin, because it's a cheap beast that you can combo with your Houndmasters, and your Kill Commands, and that card, of course, to just guarantee you have the Beast. And you can kind of just pile the threats on turn 1. You can also play it alongside tracking, because it's just that important that you have a beast, in my mind, at least. This is not better, because it's shitty. At least this is 0 mana, so it can be just thrown into any curve. Bear Shark's in here to beat Druid and Shaman, because they can't touch it at all. They have to, like, use AoE to deal with it, or damage. These are just flex cards. I run Snake Trap for Paladin and for Zulok, and I run Freezing Trap for basically just generically everything else. And Spell Diversity for the Spellstone. This Unleash could be bumped up again to another number, but you have to cut something else, I don't know what that is. But it doesn't matter, because Unleash is only meant for Zoo. And you're probably just losing to Zoo anyway, which is why I'm not playing Hunter. One more game, and then I'm going to go take a nap for the hangout tonight. and watching tourneys are good, but you gotta understand, there's always this like disconnect between tournament lineups and ladder lineups. Tournament lineups, they're constructed in the manner in which they know that they're going to ban a deck, so they're specifically not running cards that you would need typically for that matchup, because there's no point to having stuff like Vicious Fledgling in your zoo log if you're trying to beat, if you're banning Shaman, because Vicious Fledgling gets the most value out of fighting Shaman. So you would cut that card, you'd run, for example, I don't know what cards they run and don't run, but you'd run like something like Tar Creeper over Vicious Fledgling if you want to beat other aggro decks. Yeah, and on the adverse of that is that you also have to consider that you're trying to improve your other matchups at the same time. So tournament decks, although the lists are generally going to be okay, they do have a ban in mind beforehand. So you gotta be careful when you're choosing to
Who you want me kill? Who you want me kill?
In the light.
Who you want me kill?
So yeah, it's better to actually just use decks off of data aggregate sites that like Her Stats and even Tempo Storm, Vicious Syndicate, because those are going to give you a more reliable source of like what is actually working and what's not.
Face the light.
Engaging TC-100 into dislocator.
Who you want me kill?
So this goes face. He trades these two in. 2, 4, 10. So this can go here safely. So increase my damage for the next turn. It's an investment, essentially. They don't... Oh, okay.
Put this apple on your head.
For justice.
And Juggler's knife game has not been on the up and up this game. Holy shit. He missed 2 jugs for me, 50%.
Let the pain speak to me.
For justice.
This isn't doing anything. doesn't matter how many cards we have. We're not doing damage and we're not winning. Straight.
I can't do that.
I got a 69 on my test. True story, by the way.
The world begins to move around you at its pace, and you feel as though you're left alone in empty space. Dream of ways to feel alive, make a vision of
Good lord. Sounds kind of loud.
For justice.
Oh my god, I just hate this deck so much. I'm fucking done, man. I hate it so goddamn much. It's so lame, it doesn't lose to aggro, even though it runs nothing but combo cards. It's just so lame. It's honestly pushed me to the edge of quitting this game. I actually just fucking hate it. But yeah, I'm proud of you, Andrew. Getting a 70 on the test. I don't know what the average is or anything like that, but I'm on the same boat trying to not fail this last class. That'd be great. I have to start doing homework and stuff tomorrow when the code comes out. But alright guys, we're going to be doing Kingdom Hearts in an hour or two, so I can name at least 2 people that quit this game. Yeah, Rich was saying similar stuff. It's just, yeah, it's just frustrating. There's like no, like, usually there is like a dominant deck in the game, but it's never been a control deck. It's always been an aggro or a mid-range deck, which means that you can usually tech to beat it in some manner. You just can't play a really, really greedy strategy. So like if you fought Pirate Warrior, you just slot more taunts and healing wave and stuff like that, and then you're able to beat it more consistently, or like weapon removal. It's usually people's like lack of like desire to play that much to beat one deck that lets them lose to that deck. Rather than, even if I wanted to beat Shuttlewalk Shaman, there was not a single card that does anything good against that matchup. They just have answers to everything. This is not fun. Control metas are not fun. And it's not even just Shuttlewalk. It wasn't Shuttlewalk, it'd be Hadronok Druid. The only reason that Hadronok Druid's not being seen as much play is because, one, Zoo's out, and two, because Shuttlewalk Shaman is just better than it as a combo deck. But I don't know. It's just, the whole game right now is just not fun, but I still enjoy playing stuff like Aggro Paladin, which is why I only play Aggro Paladin, or like Hunter, or whatever else, whenever I get on and play. But it's just very, very frustrating for me, because I can't, like, I hate not being able to solve a deck, or like figure out like, not like this deck, but like, I hate not being able to make my deck better at beating a matchup. When I lose that ability to do that, I'm very frustrated and I'm very angry, because then that just means that the developers aren't doing enough to make it to where that's not a situation. Not sad, I'm fucking frustrated and angry, but it's just lame. Like, the biggest complaint I have of this game, by far, is that the developers have the ability to fix and change cards at a whim, because it's an online virtual game. It's not Magic the Gathering, it's not Yu-Gi-Oh! If a card's broken or busted in Magic the Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh! All they do is ban it, or they just let the game keep going on. And in a sense, it's like, that's why they have testing teams. But this game doesn't have, like, a legitimate testing team. They just kind of just let people test it for them, and then they don't even use the fact that they have a virtual setup to fix cards in which they're too broken, or make cards, God forbid, more powerful and see more play. And it's just very frustrating, because it feels like, I don't know, like, it doesn't just fuck this game. I love this game. I hate the developers. And that's just what it comes down to. I feel like the developers are doing stuff like making people pay $80 for the next content instead of actually using that money to refine the content. But in any case, I do hope the next expansion does bring better deck diversity, and not just deck diversity, but like fun decks to play with and against, and not just rely on like the same combo every single game to win the game. But I'll see you guys in an hour or two whenever we play Kingdom Hearts. Overlord Shaman beats Shuttlewalk. It's not about, like, a deck beating Shuttlewalk. If I wanted to beat Shuttlewalk, there are decks that beat it. I'm saying that if I wanted to make Hunter beat Shuttlewalk, there is nothing I could do within, like, the aggro archetype of, like, Hunter or Paladin to beat Shuttlewalk. Usually, you should have the tools available to you to beat the deck, but at this current point in time, the only thing that beats those decks are archetypes. You can't tech cards. It's just, how do I explain it? The deck building is gone in the game, right? Like, I can build, like, I love getting on and streaming because I get to get on and, like, build decks and stuff like that. But I wouldn't say the meta is solved. I'm just saying that usually there's much more flex room for you to be able to manipulate your deck to beat matchups and make yourself knowingly make yourself worse in another matchup. But every time I fight Shuttlewalk and I put more cards in to beat Shuttlewalk, they're just still at 14 life by the time I'm out of resources. And that's just very frustrating for me, because so much of their deck is just nonsense. They run fucking Earthshock, for God's sake, and they're still able to just survive against a deck that's whole intention is to kill you. And granted, their whole intention is to survive, but 8 of those cards in their deck are not suited for them just to survive. 8 of those cards are there simply for Shuttlewalk. And those 8 cards do not debilitate the deck enough to where an aggro deck can exploit those weaknesses and kill them. But yeah, I need to take a nap before tonight. I don't know when I'll be able to stream Hearthstone next. I have a lot of projects coming up that I have to complete in time in order to pass this class. I'll probably be able to sneak in one more stream sometime before the end of the week. But if not, you're probably gonna have to wait until next week when I'm done with college before I'm able to stream more often. In which I will stream more Hearthstone, whether I really like it or not. Mainly because I'll be by myself for a while, so hopefully Andrew will be there to talk to me and stuff like that, and chat will be active to where I can enjoy the, like, talking to chat more than, you know, playing against Shutterwalk fucking Shaman. But yeah, I'll catch you guys later.